Hi guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I just thought I'd do a quick tutorial for you on how to apply glitter onto nails. I'm going to do 3 different techniques. For the glitter application, I'm going to be using this holographic glitter from Licente. It's just called silver holographic glitter. I'm going to be using my OPI top coat. This is actually meant for cuticles, but I don't use it for that. I use it to apply the glitter. I've just got a nail brush, which obviously you can get from anywhere, my Licente glitter brush, and I've also got this brush, which I actually got ages ago, just in a nails ink pack. I just find this easier to apply full glitter application, which obviously I'll show you in the video. Okay guys, so before we start, I've already gone ahead and put my base colours on. So on this one I've got 2 coats of my OPI polish Never Have Too Many Friends from the Hello Kitty collection. This one will be for the glitter fade. This one's only got 1 coat. This will be the full nail application. And this one, again, it's got 1 coat. It will still be the full nail application, but it's just a different way to do it really. Okay, so to start with, to do my glitter fades, I like to use my Licente glitter brush. So I'm just going to start by just dabbing it into the glitter, and then I'm just going to dab it just at the top to start with. When I do my glitter fades, I only ever do 1 coat of the glitter. I'm just kind of building the glitter up at the top first, and I'm just going to start brushing it down a little bit. Obviously with the glitter fade you want to make sure you don't kind of get too much glitter down at the end. So I'm going to add a little bit more up the top. So whenever I apply glitter, I always, once I've applied the glitter, I always do 2 top coats just to keep the glitter in. I know when I first started using it and I just did 1 top coat, when I did a full nail coverage it started to kind of just fade at the end a little bit. Okay, so this is roughly what my glitter fade looks like. Hopefully it's showing up okay for you on here. So obviously you can still kind of see the black through the top. I've only just used black just so it can show up a little bit more. But I personally find the holographic glitters work best for glitter fade. I mean, all glitters work really well, but... So I've done my 2 top coats on the glitter fade one, and I've just wiped over it with my nail cleanser. So as you can see, as soon as you put that top coat on, you can kind of see more of the holographic glitter come through, and then just how it slowly fades into just the black. So that's one way of doing glitter. I will next show you the full application on this nail. So again for this one, I've got the tacky layer still left on. This time I'm going to be using my nails ink brush just because it's kind of a bit softer at the top, which I find easier for a full application. So with this one I'm just going to grab a little bit more of the glitter. Now normally if I'm doing this on a client, I do 2 coats of the glitter, but that depends on what the client actually wants. If they don't want to see any of the glitter underneath, then that's obviously when I'll do 2 coats of it. If they're happy to kind of see little dots of whatever base colour they've got underneath, then that's absolutely fine, and I'll just go on to doing the 2 top coats. So as you can see, this glitter sticks really well to that tacky layer, so I've literally just brushed it on. It's really easy and nice to work with. So now you can see how effective that glitter is all over. So I'm just going to put 2 top coats on and I'll show you again what it looks like. So this is the full coverage glitter with the 2 top coats. Again, it's really brought out that holographic sparkle. Now, I don't know if you can see, you can kind of see the black coming through it, which, like I said, if you do another coat of the glitter, that completely disappears, but it depends really on what you want or what your client wants. So moving on to the last technique now. So this one, again, is another full coverage, but this is just a different way of doing it. So I'm just going to apply another coat of the black, but this time I'm not going to set it. So whilst this is still wet, I'm then going to come in with my cuticle tool. You can get little spoons as well, which are basically the same as this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this bigger side, and I'm just going to scoop up some of the glitter. I personally always make sure my pot is underneath just to catch any glitter so there's not too much wastage. And then I'm literally just going to start tapping at the spoon. This way, I guess, is just a quicker way to get the full coverage without any gaps underneath, rather than doing the previous way and having to do 2 coats of glitter. Just make sure you're getting all into them corners as well. So as you can see with this method of doing it, there is a little bit more wastage, I suppose. It again depends on how you do it, and obviously you can always, if you have like a sheet or anything underneath, you can always scoop that back up and just pop it back in the pot. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to cure this in my lamp for 30 seconds, and then I shall show you what it looks like. So now that that's been cured, I'm just going to come in with my manicure brush, and then you can literally, because it's already all been set, just wipe off all that glitter. Now I have actually got just a little blob at the top just from where that hasn't set, which I suppose actually just shows you one of the downsides that can happen with this way of doing it, but you can kind of already see the difference between these two methods. So in this one you can see more of the holographic, and obviously you kind of get that rainbow effect, whereas with this one you still get all that glitter, but it's kind of a more textured effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 top coats on this and then show you what it looks like and compare. So just to show you guys quick, if this does happen to you as well, just where that bit of glitter's just come off, you don't need to worry. All you do is just pop a layer of the top coat on, and then just literally scoop a little bit in, and then cure that again, and then we'll just do an extra top coat. So now this one has been set, and again, like I said before, I've just put an extra top coat on just from where that little blob missed out a bit. Now, as you can see with this one, it gets a better full coverage first time than obviously what the other methods does. And surprisingly with this one, it's not actually grainy to touch, because I think that's one thing people worry about when doing this method, that obviously when you put a top coat on, it may be grainy. I've done this in gel and you cannot feel the glitter at all. I'd probably say if you're doing it in a normal polish, maybe just layer it up a little bit more. But again, this Lucente glitter is really fine, and I know the Magpie glitters as well is another one I use, and again, the same thing with them. Once you've put the top coat on, you can't feel the glitter at all. So that's the 3 glitter techniques for you, just 3 different ways of applying the glitter. As you can see with these ones, there is a very slight difference, and I'd probably say it's more that this one you can kind of see the black through it still, whereas this one obviously you can't. But with this one, the last technique I did, I'd probably say it works well for holographic, but I think if you're looking for the holographic effect, I'd probably stick to this way, because obviously you can see it's more holographic in that. With this one, I've tried it with iridescent glitters and it works really well, and also the same with kind of flat pigment glitters. So here's the finished looks of all of them. So I just want to say thank you again for watching another video on my channel. Let me know how you found this video, and I hope this helped you out. Thank you, bye.